what does the succession plan look like? Is a one-page document? Is it a bunch of tasks? Is it what does it look like when you come into an organization and you're like, describe for me an organization that's like, wow, they have good succession plan. What does that look like? And then what does it look like when it's not?
Yeah. So I think the best example of a great succession plan that I have seen in a long time is Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan Chase. And so what does a good succession plan look like? Number one, it was developed long before the CEO ever thought about walking out the door. It was done immediately, pretty much. I don't know when exactly, but let's just assume pretty much when Jamie Dimon took the job, right? It also was really thought of, could it be one person or does it need to be more than one person who needs to understand how to do this job? It is a plan that has been practiced so that it doesn't have to go into action only if something happens to the CEO. It is a plan that everybody knows and understands. If the CEO is not there, or the critical person, this is what happens and this is everybody's role. Now, why do I say that's the best succession plan I've ever seen? Is because Jamie Dimon is not only the CEO, he is the face of JP Morgan Chase. He is literally a celebrity. Hardest succession plan to have is a celebrity. When Jamie Dimon had a heart attack, an out of the blue heart attack, rushed to the hospital, JP Morgan Chase did not miss a beat. And they did not miss a beat because two executives knew exactly what to do, exactly what their role was. Every executive around them understood, and every executive underneath that understood how to handle it with employees, how to handle it with customers, and how to handle it with the press. So what was happening was, people didn't even know if Jamie Dimon was going to survive. But what they did know was JP Morgan Chase was going to survive. That organization was sustainable. Now I'll give you an example of an organization that did not do it very well. And that was an organization, it was a group of young men that called me. They were all in their 50s, 4 CEOs that ran a company. And they called me, literally 2 of them called me because they thought they were going to lose their company. And they called because they had bought this company 10 years ago. They had decided to run it as 4 CEOs. Other consultants had told them they should think about a succession plan. They said they did not need a succession plan because there were 4 of them. They didn't need a succession plan because they were in good health. They didn't need a succession plan because they were all in their early 50s at that time. I got the phone call because in a matter of 48 hours, the healthiest of the 4 dropped dead of a heart attack. The other of the second of the 4 got caught embezzling within the 24-hour time frame of the other dying. And to the public, the 2 facing were the 2 that were gone from the company. They lost 33% of their employee base and over 28% of their customer base because they didn't know what to do, because it was 6 months of panic. And employees got scared they wouldn't have a job. Employees and customers just thought, what about me and my, I feel for them. I love those guys, but I got to take care of my assets. So those are 2 examples. And so what you have to make sure of, and what you have, as a leader, you have to say, Brian, you could be the janitor and you have 3 other people working for you. And people think, well, who cares? Well, it matters because people can't walk into that building it being dirty, but I have to empower you and I have to instill in you that if anything happened to Brian, those floors are going to be cleaned. Those 3 guys under you are going to know what to do. And there's going to be no confusion at all. I know who to call if I need somebody to come and clean my office. And that's why JP Morgan Chase just ran beautifully, because everybody just knew what to do. And nobody even knew if Jamie Dimon would ever be coming back, including Jamie Dimon.
Yeah. So was that written down somewhere? Was it drilled multiple times? What is that actually, from the experience now, if you're working on this team that has a good succession plan, what's that like?
Yeah. So number one, it is written down. I mean, it's written like a crisis communication plan. You've got to write down, you have to label it. I'll tell you another productivity mistake I see companies make is they're like, well, Brian's going to be my successor, but I don't want to state Brian to be my successor because I don't want to hurt Gina's feelings. You know what I mean? Like people, they won't state it because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. Well, this isn't about saving people's feelings. If I think Brian is the best person to run this company, I need to state that Brian is the best person to run this company. And I just need to do it, right? And so it is written down and then it is practiced. And what I mean by practiced is I can't hope you can do my job if I'm not there. I need to let you in to do my job. So when I'm on vacation in Europe for 2 weeks, I'm sending you to the board meetings. I'm letting you make decisions. I'm okay with you making a mistake because the confusion we have with succession planning is that we think we're teaching people to do a job and we're not teaching people to do a job. What we're teaching people to do is to be able to think when they're in that role. They need to be able to think like a leader. And the only way to think like a leader is not for you to tell me what to do. It's for me to try it out, to fail a little, to fix it, to do it again, or to even do it my way, which may be different than you.